Namaste to everybody. First of all, a big shout out to all the educators and teachers out there who are watching this video, because the work that all of you being a teacher are doing is remarkable, is so challenging, is so exciting. At the same time, it is the big responsibilities that we are actually shouldering upon. Yes, today in this video, I want to tell something about the teaching professions, and at the same time seeking help from all of you to come and join and become a teacher. Many a times we have heard that people do not want to become a teacher. I do not know why. I have heard many people saying that I was trying a job in the government sectors, I was trying a job in the corporate sectors, so I did not get any opportunity, so I ended up becoming a teacher. Or maybe I'm doing a teaching job for pocket money till the time I don't get a better options. So these are certain mindsets that we all see, and it is true. We cannot deny about this fact. But I do not understand that why people are not able to understand that this teaching profession can become life's best decision, because we are not dealing with any products, we are not dealing with any substance, or we are not dealing with non-living things. We are dealing with lives. We are dealing with real raw lives. Friends, we can never forget our childhood. We can never forget our school days. Why we remember? Because it has lots of life, lots of excitements, lots of things going in and around that we somewhere miss when we grow in adult's life. It is very true when it is said that when you are away from the nature, your health deteriorates. Previously, in the age-old lives, people do not have processed food. People do not eat packed foods. People eat fresh food. In fact, homegrown foods, freshly cooked and consumed. But these days, you see that we are away from the nature, so we always get this processed food, chemically processed, and every other not natural things that we are actually consuming, and that is why we are facing lots and lots of problems. So that is why, don't you think so, that we are away from our childhood? Because childhood is such a raw life that we are talking about, and being a teacher, you can experience this life again, because when you go to any classroom, be it a primary class or an high school class or any college classrooms, don't you see the excitement? Don't you see those new khurafati dimag wala bacche, and don't you see such real situations that you are dealing with? It makes you feel alive. It makes you feel now and here. I want to request to all the freshly graduates that right now, I know you are waiting for some government jobs or maybe a better job in the corporate sectors, but I tell you, please try and become a teacher and see. You will get lots of experiences in many different genres, and also you will able to understand your innate skills that you have never come across with, that you have never known that actually those qualities are in there. Reason is, actually when you come to the classroom, you either become an artist, you either become a scientist, you either become a mathematician, you either become a historian, you become very much confident enough because you are actually speaking with the children. You will have a better communication skill. You will realize that in no time you have started becoming a good public speaker. So your speaking skills are also going to develop, which is quite required, I believe, in any departments or in any organizations you go and work for. So if you do not know how to communicate, then they are not going to take. Because see, like if I will ask, do you remember the marks that you got in your 9th standard? Right away, I don't think so you will able to tell it. Even me, I didn't achieve that much. But there is no any progress report till date which has actually given the right amount of data of a child's actual skills, of a child's actual quality or calibers. Yes, progress reports do exist, but what it gives certain marks or numbers, but not the actual quality of a particular child that he or she possess. Let's not talk about marks or numbers. Let's talk about the real learnings. And real learning happens when actually you are with the raw lives, and these children are there eager to learn something, they are very curious. You will always realize when you actually go to a classroom and that day you are quite happy, the children understands that yes, today my sir or ma'am is happy, my day is going to be good. But say for instance, if you are in a corporate sectors and you are quite happy, the other people, your colleagues would be having doubts that why he or she is happy today. Maybe something very wrong is going on. Maybe some khichdi is cooking with the boss or with the supervisors, stuff like that. So they are always in a negative set of mind. I'm sorry to say to those corporate sector people, because I myself, I was in a corporate sectors and I switched my job to become a teacher. So I know what actually corporate sectors looks like. But in the school, it doesn't happens like that. So if you are happy, the children are happy, and if you are sad, the children will come and actually ask. It happens to me whenever I am quite upset. The children come up to me and say, sir, what happened? You look so sad today. Kuch bolo, kuch karenge sir. Don't be sad. No, kind of. So these are certain emotions and experiences that you are not going to get in any books or any journals or sitting in front of the computer for 19 hours. You are not going to get that experience. It happens only with the real humans. Some of you might also tell that, teaching profession was good before, because you can actually hold your you can actually take a stake or give 2-3 tight slaps to the children if somebody is actually misbehaving. But these days it is not possible. We cannot do that. Yes, it is true that we cannot beat or we cannot actually abuse physically or verbally to the children. But why it is required? There are certain alternatives where we can actually counsel the children and make them understand, be friend with them, and try and understand their problems. Because like there was a teacher who caught a student cheating during examinations, and the teacher was so excited, and he goes to the principal and tells the principal that, sir, I caught this child doing cheating red-handed. Now what is that red-handed? Is the teacher going to get any presidential award by the president of the country? I do not think so. So are we dealing with any criminals? We are not dealing with any criminals. These are children. My concern is, yes, the child did a mistake of cheating, but what protocol the teacher has maintained, or what measures the teacher took to make this child understand that what he or she did is not going to give him or her a fruitful result in the future. Having said that, not using any physical abuse or verbal abuse, what other alternatives so that the child understands permanently? Because being a human beings, we need only 2 things in life: affection and security. If you actually give someone care and love, the other person automatically becomes secure with you. Friends, these children, when they come, they have lots of aims and lots of desires, and they aspire to be someone. But at the same time, there is one feeling, common feeling with everyone, that every child comes to the school to do something for their parents. When they grow up, they want to be successful for their parents. They want to see their parents smile. That feeling is inside, which they never tell. But we, an educator, from our experience, we can understand that these feelings are there in every child. So being an educator, let us lessen that gap between them and their aims. Let us try to help them achieve their goals. If you remember back those days when we were small, we do remember certain teachers, but we always remember those teachers who were actually good with us, who spoke nicely to us, who behave nicely to us, not those teachers who actually bat with the sticks and stuff like that. We have that fear in us, and we never respect them actually in the real sense. But we do remember those teachers who understood our problems. So these professions, I am surely going to tell you to choose at least once in your life. Yes, you can prepare for another jobs. Having said that, I will talk only practical things. Say for example, you have completed your educations. Now, right away, you don't get any job, be it in a corporate sector or be it in a government sectors. You don't right away get the job. You have to prepare, you have to apply, then you have to wait for another few months for your calling letter, for interviews or stuff like that. There are lots of time in between. So why are we wasting it? We can actually utilize it. by giving something back to the society, by giving something back to these children, because after all, these children are going to be the next generation for this country. And having said that, I still remember back in those ages when it was world wars, that the people who are young, who just freshly graduated, they cannot choose any other job. They have to actually join armed forces so that they can do something for their countries. These are certain act of patriotism. Don't you think so that we teachers are also doing the same thing? We are also in the same page. So these are certain things we know. We know. It is not, I'm not talking any rubbish out here. These are fact. So friends, I'm sorry I did not introduce myself till now. My name is Mahananda Haflongbar and I work in Erudite Academy, Difu, Karbi Anglong, near the town committee, Basic Colony. So actually I'm proud to tell you that we are open right now for lots and lots of recruitments. So please feel free to come and register yourself for these interviews so that we can have a very nice and good teachers for our children, because these children are actually eagerly waiting for dynamic personalities. I'm telling you from my experiences that you will love these professions, and do not worry for the money purpose. We are giving certain handsome salaries. Do not tell to anyone. And money should not be a worrisome, because when you are actually happy with your life, it doesn't mean that, you know, those people who are actually driving a Mercedes has the greatest life ever. Please go and ask them. There are millions and millions of tensions, morning till evening, they are actually preoccupied your minds. But if you are a teacher, you can do so many other things. You can actually pursue your hobbies. You can pursue the other things. To be a teacher, you need to explore. And these days you have seen the life has changed. The mindset of the people have changed. People are actually roaming, going and learning many things. And these things excites us more rather than, sitting in front of the laptop for 19 hours or stuff like that. So teaching professions will give you that extra miles to have a better life. So with that, I'm going to conclude, and please join us. Please come down to our school and register yourself. We are open for these interviews. We will have a good time talking to you, and we will be blessed to have you in our academy. So thank you so much once again. So see you in the school.